What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rick Gamer 27. Once again, I want to thank you for joining my channel. Oh yes, I just feel that I had to get this video out there because just been a lot of response videos after response videos about this Order 1886 compared to Rise Son of Rome with the quick time events, with the cinematics and all that. Like it's basically like a movie game, you know, a whole bunch of cinematic scenes and all that. You know, it's like it's like you watching the movie as you playing the game at the same time. And with the games right there, it kind of compares in a way. I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to say that they are the same because it's two completely different games. But you know, it's just the style of those games is kind of similar. And if you will look at the graphics, you know, the Order 1886 is probably the best graphics on the PlayStation 4. It's very, very beautiful. The same as Rise Son of Rome. Very, very beautiful graphics. Just stunning. Absolutely stunning. But if you want to take the graphics away, look at the gameplay, everything else about the game. What does the game offer you? That's all I'm saying. Like, a lot of people want those games because it's so beautiful. It's all about the resolution. Resolution. And that's the main reason why the PlayStation 4 is selling so well, because of height and resolution. And I'm sorry guys, it's all about the resolution these days. You know, people don't focus on the quality of video games these days. They want resolution. They rather have resolution over quality. They rather have resolution over, you know, over completed games. You know, they have games that have very good graphics and missing a lot of content out that game. So it's just how it is these days. You know, especially with these PC gamers, they want the 4K and all this, all about the graphics and all that. But at the same time, they're getting mind fucked with this DLC, that. You know, just look at Evolved. All the goddamn DLC in that game, it's a shame. And we got to pre-order just about everything just to get exclusive content, exclusive weapons, skins, whatever. It's a disaster these days on how they just basically it's getting out of hand with all this. Pre-order this from GameStop, pre-order this from Best Buy. You get a bonus pack, you get this, you get that, you get, if you pre-order Garo, then you know, I guess it's from GameStop, whatever. You get Garo, you know, from Mortal Kombat. I guess whenever the game comes out, like I said, I remember when Goro used to be an unlockable character in the previous Mortal Kombat games. Now this DLC is these days is fucking out of hand. And you know, like I say, it's just been a whole bunch of contradictions. This hypocrisies. It's at a max. Like, you know, people from the Xbox side, people from the PlayStation side, they all hypocrites. Because when Rise came out, Xbox fanboys was praising that game, even though the game had terrible reviews, just like the Order 1886. Terrible reviews. I already know the Order 1886 had like a 65 Metacritic score, and I think Rise Son of Rome either had the same score or it was a little less, but the game was kind of similar, you know. But like I say, Xbox fanboys praise that game, just like PlayStation fanboys praise, praise the Order 1886. So, you know, there's no defending that shit. You know, how can you defend? You know, like I said, the game looks absolutely stunning. I'm just being honest, it looks absolutely stunning, but what does it offer besides beautiful graphics? And yes, I'm looking at the Metacritic score from Rise Son of Rome, and on the Xbox One, it had a 60 out of 100. So the Metacritic score is really low. It's lower than the Order 1886, and the games is kind of similar a little bit. So I just feel like I just had to pinpoint that out. And another thing that I want to talk about today is this whole entire what I'm trying to say, casual gamers and hardcore gamers. Like, you know, a lot of people slap casual gamers on the Nintendo side because of their games being it's colorful. It looks like it caters to the children on a lot of their exclusives, but they, a lot of people, put it the wrong way. Like, casual gamers don't necessarily mean that the game, has to be like a rated E game for everybody. There's rated mature games out there that's for casual gamers, like Battlefield, Call of Duty, Killzone, like a lot of these first-person shooting games, because casual games, it's like anybody could pick up a joystick and just start shooting. You shoot, game over. Shoot, you throw a grenade, game over. Because it's easy. A hardcore game, it's like, a hardcore game, in my opinion, is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Yes, I know it's a 2D side-scrolling game. It's colorful. It looks like it caters to the children because it's a cartoony game. But if you sit up there and play this game for hours, you'll fucking pull your fucking hair out because this game is fucking hard as fuck. I don't consider Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze a casual game because it's fucking hard. I bought this game last year and I'm still playing this game right now because it's so fucking hard as fuck. And like I said, when people think about casual games, they think about Nintendo. Just like Pikmin 3. Pikmin 3, like I say, it looks like it caters to the children, but it caters to everybody. And it's a strategy game. It makes you think. So not everybody could just pick up Pikmin 3 like the casual gamers, like, they don't play games very much, or this is the first time that they ever played video games. So if they just wind up playing Pikmin 3, they'd be fucking lost what the fuck to do. So, just because a lot of Nintendo games, looks colorful, looks like it caters to the younger crowd, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a casual game. Like, okay, if you want to go, like, if you want to do casual games, okay, Mario Kart 8. It's a casual game. Everybody can play it because you push one button to race. Well, a couple buttons. You push the accelerate button and brakes. That's it. It's a casual game. It's fun for the family. It's fun for everybody. So that's a casual game. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is not a casual game. Super Smash Brothers. That's I'm not gonna say it could go either way with casual games and hardcore games, because with Super Smash Brothers, you don't really push many buttons to do like certain moves, because ain't like there's a book for all types of moves like if you play Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. So, with Super Smash Brothers, it could go either way, from casual to hardcore, because, it ain't really many buttons to push to do, all kinds of certain moves. Like if you're playing Street Fighter, you do like down right punch, and that's a Hadouken if you're playing with Ken or Ryu. Or you do like down left kick, you do the hurricane kick, so you gotta memorize those type of buttons to do those certain moves. Or you could do forward, down, forward, and you do Shoryuken with either Ken or Ryu. You gotta remember those type of buttons. So those types of games is considered hardcore gamers, like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, like games like that you have to memorize a lot of moves. You have to be a hardcore gamer, because not a casual gamer could go and just do all kinds of sorts of moves and just be fantastic at that game. No, it's a hardcore game, because you have to strategize your enemies, movement, and you got to know your own movement, all special moves and all that. But not the case with Super Smash Brothers. So I'm kind of leaning forward to the casual side. Some of y'all might disagree with me, but just by me playing Super Smash Brothers, it's not many moves to remember, to be honest. You just push a lot of buttons. You just push like the same button, whatever. But that's just my experience with Super Smash Brothers. It's a lot different from the other fighting games, but don't get me wrong, Super Smash Brothers is an outstanding game. I really like the game, and it really got a high Metacritic score because it's really, really fun. And like I said, with casual gamers and hardcore gamers, like, people just have to remember with okay, The Evil Within. That's a hardcore game. I just got through finishing up that game. It was fucking hard as fuck. I didn't too much care about the ending. Like, it was easy, running away from this big giant and stuff. And all of a sudden, all of a sudden, you just find a fucking machine gun. You start shooting at it, and and there you go, game over. Like the ending, I was kind of disappointed. But the other bosses leading up to the main boss, it was fucking hard as fuck. Took me 22 hours to complete the game. And, basically after I beat the game, of course you get some more weapons like machine guns and all that stuff. And I'm planning on replaying this game because I really enjoyed this game. It has replay value to it. So if you're a hardcore gamer and you like games like Evil Within, like the survival horror games, I recommend that game because it's really, really fun. Like with the Evil Within, and it reminds me of Resident Evil 4. And basically your bullets are limited. Like, it's certain bosses that I won't say bosses, it's like certain, I guess monsters, whatever. Like, the ammunition that you have on you is just not strong enough to beat that beat that monster. You had no choice but to fucking run and hide, or sometimes you gotta sneak on monsters, whatever, and just do some stealth moves and and go behind and stab them, whatever. So I like games like that. Games make you think, like Splinter Cell. I love stealth games. Those are hardcore games because not a casual gamer could up and just play games like that because they're not used to games like that. And like I say, like, people take the casual out of context. They basically using casual as basically cartoony games. Like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is a cartoony game, but it's not for casuals because it's fucking hard as fuck. I'm just saying, like, if you would name some casual games that's on Nintendo, I can name a couple. Nintendo Land is for everybody. Game and Wario, Mario Kart 8, those are casual games. But if you want to look at hardcore games like The Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, it was hard. It makes you think. It really makes you think. So that game is not for casuals. Like, seriously. Bayonetta 2 certainly ain't for casual gamers because that game is fucking hard as fuck. Ninja Gaiden 3, fucking hard as fuck. Goddamn, that game was fucking hard. It took me I had to put the game on easy just to beat it, and it was still hard as fuck. Same with Wonderful 101. It was hard, but there's a lot of Nintendo exclusives, and I'm saying majority of the Nintendo exclusives, or it caters mostly to the hardcore audience than the casual audience. But since majority of these exclusives are cartoony games, people slapping the casual name on Nintendo system. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to bring this up with the Rise of Rome versus the Order 1886, the comparisons of the two games, and also I just want to pinpoint out the difference between a casual game and a hardcore game because people are taking it out of context just because Nintendo has a lot of games that looks like it caters to the younger crowd. But if you want to look at the games, the gameplay itself, it could be really hard. It's really hard. So just because it looks like a cartoony game, it doesn't mean that it is a casual game. But like I say, people, they just looking at the resolution, they're looking at graphics, they're looking at realism. So I guess the more realistic game, the more realistic the game is, it caters towards the hardcore audience, which is bullshit. But anyway, guys, y'all just let me know how y'all feel about this video. I know it's a little long, but I just been hearing a lot of casual stuff versus hardcore games in this Order 1886. Rise of Rome, there's quick time events and cinematic games. I've been hearing a lot of this shit, but I just feel that I just had to put my 2 cents in. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and once again, it's your boy RedGamer27, and y'all have a good day.